So what was some of the topics?
They have. I remember I overheard them talking about how I think it was in the latest episode or 2 weeks ago. They were talking about how Ellen DeGeneres started.
Oh,
her
the
own,
judge for the American Idol,
exactly.
the reality
She
show.
started her
Cool.
own record label, and she signed that 12-year-old kid from YouTube, I think. Grayson.
I have to comment
Chance.
something about it. I feel that part it is part of the whole thing about its reality TV, and everyone wants to be in reality, which is great. You might not be teaching us anything, but it's awesome for people who wants to be there. And talking about Ellen DeGeneres, I feel that she did that. It was because she was going to be on American Idol. Right?
True.
So it has really nothing to do with reality, but it has to do with her being there.
Yeah.
So she has the power and the money, so
Definitely.
why not?
I have an idea that she went on the American Idol show just to be starting scouting. I mean, if she opens her own record label, if I would come in and not get to the finals, I remember in Sweden we had a show where a guy actually said, if they're not letting you through, I will hire you, which pretty much says the whole
So
thing.
the fairness of this competition, maybe a little bit questioned.
I think that the purpose of her being in the show is more trying to scout for talents that the rest of the idols judges doesn't want to have in the show.
Or did she just like become the judge first before she think about this idea?
Many of the
That's it.
shows that many of the people that she brings to her shows are people that are just either famous on YouTube or have they done something really amazing. So that's the point.
I think
though.
the point for the 12-year-old kid, he's like, first he's really young, 12 years old, and he can sing he has such great talent. And also he imitates Lady Gaga's paparazzi in a really similar voice.
They actually call him the paparazzi boy, I think, right now. That's
or
his
Lady,
logo.
Boy Gaga.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm more afraid that we're seeing a lot of these singers with the high pitched voice. I remember seeing him and the new Justin kid.
Yes.
Yeah,
I saw
he
that
also
too.
got like a high pitched voice. What's gonna happen when they hit puberty?
Yeah, when it grows up.
Exactly. Look at the Hanson boys. They were no. I mean, remember when I was young, they were really really big, and then they grew up and they couldn't sing many of their songs before.
Actually, I'm reminded of the Harry Potter movie. Actually, it's not that bad. Emma Watson, the actress who plays Hermione, she's really pretty now, and she's like going really well in the entertainment industry. But it's like actress, it's different from singers. So
yeah, it's just like the first like start. Once they're there and they're in America, which is like the main country for
Exactly.
So you get famous and think he's gonna be doing something else, definitely.
Exactly. That's the reason I got here. I was hoping I was gonna get
Sure.
famous, right?
Yeah.
This is my start. This is actually the first.
It's actually the first one for all of us.
This is my first in the portfolio in my IMDb. I'm gonna set it up after this, but
yeah.
this is
Speaking of the imitation stuff, actually, recently there are a lot of people who are trying to imitate like the really famous singers. There was a like Taiwanese boy who actually sings Whitney Houston's song
I actually saw
Amazing
that,
Grace really well.
It was really good.
And imitation actually brings out to another topic that was actually discussed in Political Chick, another show of our chataboutit.com. So
it's on Mondays.
Yeah, every Monday 9 to 10 p.m.
That's correct.
Yeah. And one of the guest speakers in the show actually says that one group of guys in China actually imitates Backstreet Boys. And although the quality of the band is not that good, but actually it causes a large population in China to laugh about it, and it gains like commercial profits.
Yeah.
So
they getting profit for just being there,
or
just
like
Is it
they're
for the
becoming
performance?
famous, and maybe they get some like chances of performing and get money from.
But are they trying to look alike the Backstreet Boys, or they're just
Yeah,
like
look
five
alike.
guys there just singing? Do they sing like similar songs or in
they-
English?
Yeah.
Are they promoting that they are the Chinese version of Backstreet Boys, or?
Yeah, actually they are on the internet,
Oh,
like
okay.
on YouTube. It's the same as the 12-year-old kid Grayson Chance.
Yeah.
So we can see the power of internet and social media, YouTube, Facebook. Really, it's really powerful.
Absolutely. I want to still remember everybody that this is the first intern show so far, and hopefully we're going to continue with this. But before, we're going to take a short break, and I hope to see you all back in a few minutes.